Watching The Buzz, where we hit your faves with 5 rapid-fire questions. And today we are buzzing with theatre maker turned celebrity chef Joshua Hinton.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How's life treating you in the lead up to your show, A Place in the Sultan's Kitchen?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's very busy. A lot of rehearsals, a lot of learning lines, bouncing from place to place, but it's good fun.
So you're about to blend your theatre and music background with a sort of more personal side of your life when you take to the stage to cook your grandmother's chicken curry live on stage. Can you recall the first memory of enjoying your grandmother's cooking?
Yeah, look, so I think I didn't grow up in Brisbane, which is where she's from. And so, once or twice a year we'd come and visit her and that side of the family. And so the earliest memory of her cooking was these, big cook-ups that she'd do for these yearly gatherings of all our family members. So 60 to 70 people would be there. And she'd make this massive pot of chicken curry, and everybody would be like chomping at the bits to get a bowl of it.
That was the dish. Everybody wanted the chicken curry.
Yeah, that was her legendary chicken curry. Everybody asks for it every year.
So when you're not on stage cooking such a personal dish, how are you as a home cook?
I think lazy would be the word I would say. I think for me, it's like cooking is such a beautiful, like personal thing when you're sharing it with other people. But when it's just me cooking by myself, I'm very happy to have like an easy to make spag bowl or, like a schnitty and some fries, something like that. But then when I'm entertaining others, that's when I really love to put in the effort to make it something special.
Yeah, there's the difference between the functional, just get me through the week meal and the I'm showing off this weekend
Yeah,
meal.
absolutely.
Is the chicken curry more on the showing off side or is that a functional meal for you as well?
I think it started off as a show, like a showing off one. When I first made it for my friends, I was like, "Look at this! This is what I can make." And I've made it for them a few times, and it's a relatively like comfortable one for me. So it's one I can kind of bang out in an hour. It's quite easy to do.
And then I think everyone has that one dish that they cook at home every week. Mine is beef stroganoff. What is that meal for you?
So I would say probably the chicken curry. It's that or like a mincemeat keema, which is another Indian dish. I kind of cycle between those two.
Yeah, I think everyone has like that one meal that's like, that's just always on the roster every week. You're like, at least
That's
I know I
right.
can knock that out in 10 minutes and it's good to go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And like for me, the stroganoff ends up feeding me for like 3 days. So it's
That's the
always
best
handy.
part of it. Absolutely. Leftovers.
And then as we circle back to A Place in the Sultan's Kitchen, did you look at sort of any cooking shows or theatre shows for inspiration to put this one together?
So not intentionally. I definitely I wanted it to be kind of just something born from my mind as much as possible. But funnily enough, I went to Edinburgh Fringe Festival last year and saw a very similarly styled show. It was a Palestinian woman who was telling stories of her young adulthood while cooking a culturally significant dish for her. So that was super interesting. It was very, very similar. She was on stage cooking live. So I kind of came out of that going, oh, wow, we're definitely on the same wavelength.
Have you sort of cooked in this sort of fashion, like in front of people before the idea for this show came about?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was how I tried to. That was what I wanted the show to feel like. That was it just I was inviting the audience in to have a conversation while I prepared them their dinner. And that is definitely like in the past when I've invited friends over, I've been prepping the food while chatting to them, while reacquainting myself with old friends, that sort of thing. So that was definitely the vibe that, we were trying to cultivate with the show.
Does everybody get a taste of the curry at the end of the show?
Yeah, absolutely. So, unfortunately, it's not the one that I cook on stage, but we do. Yeah, we prepare it pre-show, and then it's ready in little banana boats for everybody to have a little taste post-show, which is lovely.
Awesome. And then as we close out, who are your top 3 celebrity chefs?
Top three celebrity chefs. So I watch a bit of My Mythical Kitchen. I don't know if you know about that. It's a YouTube channel. and the kind of host of that, Josh, is really really funny. They do like last meals, which is really interesting to watch. They come like bring celebrities in and cook their last meals. I grew up watching a lot of Jamie Oliver in Australia. You know, it was always on free to air, that sort of thing. And then I guess like Anthony Bourdain. Like maybe like 5-6 years ago, I watched a few of like his things. He was featured very briefly in The Big Short, which is one of the movies that I really enjoyed watching when I was kind of growing up. So yeah, I guess those two.
Good choices for me. Yeah, Jamie Oliver's my top one as well.
Totally, yeah.
His food was just so easy to cook, and he was just so relatable of this is just easy at home meals. It's not fancy restaurant stuff.
Absolutely.
For your show, Anthony Bourdain is a perfect example of blending the storytelling and what goes into these foods and meals with the actual meal itself.
Yeah, that's a lovely way of putting it. Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty. Thank you, Joshua, for joining me on The Buzz. Where is the best place for people to stay up to date with all of your work?
So you can check me out on Instagram. Josh J Hinton is the handle. Otherwise, Merong Theatre Company's website has a lot of my like information for touring and the shows.
Brilliant. Alrighty. That was The Buzz with Joshua Hinton. Check out his show, A Place in the Sultan's Kitchen, beginning at the Illawarra Performing Arts Centre on August 20th to 23rd, before he then hits the road and takes the show to other places. If you want to see more of your faves spill the goods, hit follow and catch me on the next drop of The Hive.